Welcome back to another segment of Manifest with SI Power. And before I jump into the content, I hope everybody's doing well out there. Anyone that wants to find out more about me or how to work with me in some capacity in the videos like this or traditional or long form videos, my email contact is in there. Please reach out to me and I will respond during the week, usually within 1 to 3 business days. And please specify that you're from YouTube. Now, continuing down the lane that I've been on, this will be the third part. Ending survival mode and suffering. Okay, so knowing what I'm talking about inside your head or intellectually is not enough. Just like pain is not necessarily enough to make you change. But I want to come so hard that you feel the pain and you have the courage to commit and convert it to gain. I want you to take your pain and transform it, transmute it, transcend it into gain. Because truly, truth be told, only pain will make you change. Now I'm sharing my contrary experiences, bad habits, failures, and I'm only a God. And if this helps one person, I've reached my goal. I don't care about glory. I don't care about credit. I don't care about none of that. But I want to share my experience to help somebody get unstuck and not stay as stuck as long as I was stuck. So I'm going to tell you straight up, you're going to suffer, and you're going to suffer in a major way until you become financially literate, right? The same patterns, the same destructive patterns is running in relationships and in finance. And just like they say, the way you do one thing is the way you do everything. If you're losing in one area, there's the same story, same beliefs, same thought patterns, same identities running in other areas, self-sabotaging your life. So that's why I want to help you. So with that being said, right, look at the other 2 videos, and this is just continuing, but I want to get this to come stronger. There is some commitment and sacrifice that you'll have to do, right? Doing the inner work and being the observer, writing this stuff down, whatever resonates with you out of this information. But I want to tell you point blank, hearing about this and listening to this and somewhat knowing it intellectually is not going to help you. Let me just nip that in the bud right now. You're going to have to write this stuff down. Don't take my word for it, but write this stuff down, observe it, not absorb it, and test the information, reflect, go back into the experiences and see if what I'm saying has transpired and make the necessary adjustments to move your life forward, to advance it, to quantum leap, to quantum jump, right? So knowing this in your head is not going to help you, right? So I want to tell you that regardless of what side of the tracks you came up on, how long you've been experiencing unideal circumstances and conditions and situations, how many times you feel like you failed, none of that don't matter. All that matters is now, right? So I want to tell you that you're perfect and whole, complete. Nothing outside of you can complete you. You're already fulfilled right now, right? I want you to come out of victim mode, and I want you to be in creator mode, source mode, co-creator mode, right? Because God the Father, what kind of father would allow his children to suffer, right? God is omnipotent, omniscient, omnipresent. He's owner of everything. So you're his child. You're made in his image. So you have everything too. Now, how to appropriate it, how to demonstrate it, that's what you come here to learn, right? So with that being said, you got to become financially literate, and you got to have some form of a guide, right? A budget, right? Knowing that you have to pay rent, knowing that you have to pay a car payment, knowing that you have to pay car insurance, knowing that you have to have clothes, you have to have food, you have to have something to drink, you have to have amenities in the place that you live. Knowing that intellectually and actually executing the things that have to be executed to maintain a safe, secure, and stable environment is something totally different. That's why I'm showing you what I'm showing you. God loves you, so you should love yourself. And loving yourself is taking this information and integrating it and implementing it and appropriating it. All right. So Psalm 68:19 says that God daily loads you up with benefits. All right. Ecclesiastes 7:12 says money is a defense, even as wisdom is a defense, right? And then in Ecclesiastes 10:19, it says money answered all things. So what would answer your rent? Money. What will answer your electric bill? Money. What will answer your cell phone bill? Money. What will answer your water bill? Money. What will put gas in your car? Money. What will put food in your mouth? Money. What will put clothing and accessories on your body? Money. So you can't get around this thing in this dispensation. You have to have money. So for you to have a disharmonious relationship with money is foolish. And you're going to lose, you're going to suffer, you're going to go through unnecessary pain. So I advise you to change it now. You have to take this information and become financially literate, or you have to get enrolled in some financial literacy classes so that you can right your ship, right? Because you are a creator or a co-creator or your source, right? You are not a victim. But until you take extreme ownership, radical ownership of your reality and understand that you're creating everything, nothing's going to change for you. Because remember, nothing changes unless something changes. Nothing changes unless something changes. And the thing that has to change is you. You continue to make all excuses and whine and cry and be weak all you want. No one's coming to rescue you. Only you can rescue yourself. So you have to take this information and you have to test it. You have to experiment with it, run tests on it, and prove it to your own self that you are the creator of your reality, and that anything that you've made, you can unmake it and you can recreate it. Anything that you've made, you can unmake it and you can recreate it. This is the truth. Pain won't necessarily make you change, but if you commit to change your pain to gain, it will happen.